Hello ladies and gentlemen, so today I want us to look at loops in code now, the code version of the loops. So let's get to it. As you can see guys, I've created a project known as loops in Visual Basic. Then I've added this form, then this button. When I click this button, I want us to test the for loop. Then we have a do while loop, then the do until loop. So I want, when I click this, it will count in this text box from 1 to 100. So let's start. So for loop, we remember we say so first let's just create a variable here. We can create a private let's just call it how do I call it, int test. So that's just a test variable, integer equals to 0. Let's set its initial value to 0. Then now we can test our for loop here. So for start we've called it int test is equal to 0 to 100. So what will happen with between 0 and 100? So we wanted to count from 0. It's int test. I'm sorry guys, yeah, just a simple mistake. Yeah, I've got it now. So what will happen with between, let me zoom a little. So when it's between 0 and 100, so what will happen? So what will happen, we want to display that value in our text box there. So it's txt. So these text boxes, I've called this txt for txt while and this txt until. If you look here, you see txt while, txt for. So I just want us to display text in our text boxes. So txt form dot text is equals to int test dot to string. So I want to send whatever value is in int text to this text box. Then I'll add our int test with 1. So I will add 1 to our int text. So it's plus equals 1. So that's just a short form of saying int test is equals to int test plus 1. So it's just the same as the one I had written before. So I just like it there. I written before, it's shorter and makes our code fast. So yeah, simply. So that's for. Then the other one is for while loop. So for while, it's do while int test is equal to 100. No, it's less than 100 because we want from 0 to 100. So it's while it's less than 100. So we had our code here. So our text box txt while dot text is equals to our int test now dot to string. So simply what all we'll be doing is just adding our int test there. Then I will just copy this thing, so I paste here. So all we will be doing, every loop we make, we will be adding our int test by 1 and then displaying that value in our while text box. So it will display from 0 to 100. Then for until, it's do until int test is equal to 100. So but now in this there is something different. In this it's do until and this is while. So while this is less than 100, it will display. So but until it is 100, that's when the loop will stop. So this will reach to 99. If I copy this and paste it here and then change this to until, our text box named txt until this will display up to 99, it won't get to 100. So let's just run our program and test. So for 4, you can see it's displaying up to 100. So guys, for a while this isn't working. Let's just check what's wrong. So guys, it was just a small problem. Yeah, it's just on that when I ran my first 4, the value here was adjusted to 132. It wasn't reset back, so it just remained as so. But I have added this int test is equals to 0 to reset our value back to 0, so that you can test with while and until. So if I run the program, you can see 4, it will count up to 100, do while 100, do until 99, because it's counted to 99 because it's do until. So the moment until is, it's do until int test is equals to 100. So the moment our int test is 100, that this thing won't be executed. So the best thing is to first add before you display. So but it will of course start from 1, not from 0. So the solution will be this, so that you can reach up to 100. So if I test it, it will be up to, but guys, it's up to 100. But let me show you something I'll add so that you can see it counting. So we'll just add here me dots. Just a minute. Just adjusting my seat. Me dot refresh. So the form will be refreshing every time our loop counts. So it will just be showing the count happening. So it's, see now, up to 100, up to 100, up to 100. But there's something weird you will see guys here. So when the 4 is running, I can't click anywhere else when one loop is running. So you can see it's becoming dormant. See, I can't move it. So the problem is one guy. The problem is that we are using the same thread. So this form is in one thread. So a form itself is a thread, and when we start our loop, it will start the thread, and that thread, since it's in use, it can't be used again. So the solution is just to place all this in different threads, but that we will do in another video for threads when we get to the pro level where we learn about threads and delegates. So guys, that's simply how the loops work. So in the next video guys, I'll show you how to work with timers. They are another type of threads, but they are kind of special because you can determine the time when this value will change. So it's just not determined automatically. You are the one to set the value of seconds to take before a value changes. So it's just the value of seconds or milliseconds to take. So it's just awesome. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, and visit our website for the source code of this tutorial. So see you on the next video.